What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, what I want to do is just go over some basic foundations for running ads for furniture companies and just kind of the marketing process in general that we use for the business that I used to run in the furniture industry and now that we use for our furniture clients that we run ads for. So by the end of this video, you should have a pretty good fundamental understanding of kind of the foundations that we use to go from nothing to over $4 million a year in furniture sales. And if you pay close attention to this video, you should be able to replicate this for your furniture business. Now, obviously every single furniture business is different, but these are just kind of the core foundations that you're going to be able to implement into your business and hopefully see some success. So let's go ahead and hop into my computer and we'll get into it. We're going to go ahead and start with just some basics about marketing specifically for furniture businesses. This is incredibly important because out of all the aspects in my business, this is really what I honed in on originally that was able to propel us so quickly. I was already studying marketing before I had started the business, learning about social media, learning about how to market and spend money on ads. And when I was able to kind of figure that out for this business specifically, it's really what propelled us forward. And over time, I just honed in my skills and I really kind of cracked the code, I feel like, for marketing for furniture businesses specifically. So one thing that's very important to remember with marketing is you always want to market with the end in mind. So a lot of people get really caught up on, if you're running Facebook ads, they'll get really caught up on how many link clicks they're getting, how many impressions they're getting, all these countless metrics that Meta and Google provide. And I really don't recommend that. While these metrics can be important, you always want the end goal in mind, which is going to be your sales. So, if you're marketing for an e-commerce stores, we always want to focus on that end metric, which is website sales and the value of the website sales. I always say it's better to get 100 website views and 5 sales than 10,000 website views and 1 sale. We don't really care about the views. They are somewhat important, but we would rather market with that end goal in mind, which is something that I personally see when I'm consulting with other businesses that they're doing wrong, is they're always so focused on their website views and their add to carts. And that's all great and everything, but they're really pointless if they aren't leading to any sales. So this is going to be kind of the basis of this marketing program in this coaching, which is going to be nurturing a client through marketing. So I'm going to talk a lot about, because I work with a lot of furniture businesses in consulting. So I'm going to talk a lot about just mistakes that I see companies making and how we're able to overcome that and fix that. And so a mistake that I often see companies make is they will just go straight for the sales pitch in their Facebook, Google ads, TikTok ads, whatever it is. They just do no nurturing. And when you're selling furniture, you're trying to sell a $300 to $5,000 product, sometimes even more. And it's just never gonna work if you're just going straight for the hard pitch. So we have to spend some money on marketing to nurture these people, educate them, let them know who you are. And then later down the line, we will go for that harder sales pitch. So how often do you see an ad, go to the website or the store you've never heard of, put your credit card information in and make a purchase? Probably never. If you do, it's probably for a $15, $30 product. There's not much on the line. There's not much to lose, but you are definitely not going to do that for a $300 to $5,000 product like with furniture. So then the question becomes, how do we convince someone who's never heard of our business to purchase? Well, we do it through a bit of a longer marketing process called nurturing. We don't start with a hard sale right off the bat. Instead, we introduce ourselves, tell the customer a little bit about us and our business, and inform them as much as possible. Marketing for furniture businesses can be a much slower process, but if you do it right, the end result is well worth it. So we're going to start with step 1, and that's basically to just say in layman's terms, hello, here we are, we exist. Obviously not in those exact words, but the idea is we want to reach a cold audience, which is a cold audience who's never heard of us, with something a little more subtle, just kind of showing them who we are, what we have to offer, being very simple with them and just, teaching them a little bit about us and what we specialize in. So inform them of what you sell, why your company is unique, your competitive advantage. You can even throw in your story. So, for example, my furniture business started in a garage, which we grew to 4 warehouses across the country. So instead of a hard sales pitch right off the bat, in our email marketing, in our Facebook, Google marketing, we would, kind of include a little bit about that story. People really resonate with that as opposed to just saying, hey, this, table is 20% off, buy it right now. So everyone loves an underdog story. If you have one with your business, which, most people do who are starting a business, they have been through the ups and downs. Just be personable with them and explain that. And that's a really good step to kind of just resonate with the customer a little bit and then get them intrigued into what you're selling. Okay, and then step 2 is where we're going to show off our products, which these steps are going to make a little more sense when we talk more in depth about the actual running ads process. So we're going to run multiple tiers of ads. But step 2, we can kind of just get a little more salesy. Now that they know a little bit about us and they've heard of us, you can kind of show them new arrivals, something along those lines. You can start to throw in some selling points like free delivery, or, our products are handcrafted, or they're solid wood, or, whatever your competitive advantage is, you can throw that in there. It's also worth noting that in the world of advertising, step 1 and 2 can often be combined into one ad. So again, this is going to make a little more sense when we're actually putting this into our ad tiers. But generally 2 to 3 tiers of ads work best for this. All right, and then step 3. So now that they've heard of you, they've seen your products, social proof is so important for any business. So this is obviously reviews, testimonials, whatever you can gather from your old customers. Creating social proof and demand are the most important aspect in selling, because especially with the high ticket world of furniture, it is just so difficult to convince someone to purchase from you with all the competition out there. Why should they purchase from you? If they see tons of positive reviews, they're going to understand that the product is in demand and is the best way to jump them to the finish line of the sales process, because they're not going to waste any more time doing research on you, doing, background things to see about your business, about your products. They just see right off the bat that all these people love working with you. It cuts out friction by them not having to, do all that research and try and figure out as much about your business as possible. And it's backed by all of the other people being thrilled with your products. So again, social proof, Google reviews, meta reviews, reviews on your website. We can even put them in the ads themselves to retarget people who already know about us. Okay, and then step 4. So this is the step that I was talking about earlier. People will kind of jump right to. And as you can see, it takes a little bit of time in the ads, but now we can jump to that harder sales pitch. Now that they've heard of us, they know what we sell, they've seen reviews, they know our competitive advantage. This is where, and some of those customers will have already purchased, but this is going to be that final tier of ads that really kind of gets all those people who are like right there to really buy. So this is going to be the hard sales pitch where, this is where it's a good time to say there's a sale ending soon, or you have limited stock left, or something like that, where it just creates a sense of urgency for them. Like I said, they've been through the process, they just haven't gotten around to buying. So now is the time to give them a reason to buy right now. And in this step, we understand that a lot of buying is on impulse. So you want to use that to your advantage to sell to these people who have already heard of you, who have already seen all this social proof. They know how great you are. Now it's time for the hard sales pitch. Okay, and then step number 5, which is another thing that I see a lot of businesses not doing, which is a huge profit killer, is retargeting your past buyers. So once a customer buys from us, obviously we want to fulfill our promises and deliver what they've ordered. You want to do it in a timely way, in a quality way. Obviously, this is crucial. I don't need to harp on this too much. You know that you need to create quality products and sell quality products and fulfill your promises. You spent all this money on ads getting that person to buy. And so the worst thing we can do now is just forget about that person and, lose them in the future. So if they haven't given it already, obviously when they purchase, we'll get their phone number, email address, and then now they should be going on your email and text campaigns about, your latest deals, new product arrivals. You can even, email them and ask for a review. Um, there's no need to start over with a new customer that's going to cost you another, X amount in marketing dollars when you already have this one who's been through the entire process and trusts you. So you need to start thinking about what can you upsell them on, what can you reach out, and what products do you have that complement the products that they already purchased. And if you don't have those, then it's a good time to start thinking about creating more products that complement your other products. And so when you put a customer on an email and text list, it now means that you own the customer's info rather than you having to pay Meta or Google for their info. Because that's essentially what you're doing is you're paying Meta and Google to reach them. So if you can get their phone number and email, you now own that information and you can retarget to them essentially for free. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be posting a lot more content, marketing related, sales related, just scaling your furniture business related in general. So make sure that you subscribe if you're not already. If you like the video, that helps us out a lot, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks so much.